Finally, a much awaited National Occupation Classification System 2021 has been implemented. Hello guys, my name is Junaid Ali Khan. I'm the director of Danube Overseas Group based out of Toronto. Today, as on November 16, Canadian Immigration has announced that they are replacing the old occupation classification system that was 2016 with the new National Occupation Classification System 2021, also known as the TEER system, under which they have replaced the skill type and skill level structure of National Occupation Classification 2016 that was NOC 0, NOC A, NOC B and NOC C and NOC D category with a new occupation classification system of TEER. The new TEER system will have 6 categories, and unlike the old occupation classification system, this occupation classification system will have 5-digit NOC code, occupation classification code. Who is going to get affected with this? Everyone who is willing to apply for PR, especially under Express Entry. If you are planning to apply for PR under Express Entry, or if you have applied for PR under Express Entry, or if you have created an Express Entry profile, then you will be affected with this. In that situation, the first thing you should do is go to your Express Entry profile and change your occupation classification code. As I said earlier, it was 4-digit code, and now they have implemented a 5-digit code. So you must do it in order to be eligible for the upcoming draws. The next draw will be, most probably, will be on 23rd of November. So it will be better if you can change your NOC code in your Express Entry profile before 23rd of November. Otherwise, you will not be accepted for this. Anyways, let me explain how they have transferred the skill levels. In occupation classification system of 2016, there were 5 skill levels: NOC 0, NOC A, NOC B, NOC C, NOC D. Out of which only 3 NOC codes are required or important for Express Entry PR: NOC 0, NOC A and NOC B. The biggest change has been brought to NOC B category, because NOC B category has been divided among 2 NOC codes or 2 tier system. So NOC 0 has been replaced with tier 0, NOC A has been replaced with tier 1, NOC B has been divided in between tier 2 and tier 3. The good thing is that with this change, they have added or included 16 new occupations. So previously, these 16 occupations were not in NOC 0, NOC A or NOC B category, which means that previously whoever was working or had work experience in these categories were not eligible to apply for Express Entry, or at least were not eligible to claim points for these categories. However, now these categories have been moved to tier 3. That's why people who have work experience in these categories or who are working in these categories will be eligible to apply for PR or at least claim points for these categories. Apart from these 16 categories, there are 3 categories. Those have been moved out of this. So earlier, these 3 categories were the part of NOC B, which means people who were working in those 3 categories were also allowed to apply for PR under Express Entry. But now these 3 categories have been moved out of tier 3, which means people with the work experience under these categories or in these categories are not allowed or will not be able to claim points for these categories. These 3 categories are other performers, program leaders and instructor in recreational sports and fitness, tailors and dressmakers. So unfortunately, if you or anybody you know who are working or have worked in these categories and who are planning to claim points for these experiences will not be able to use these categories or these jobs anymore, at least under Express Entry. However, apart from these 3 categories, if you have work experience in any category, then you do not have to worry about it. People were worried about administrative assistants, office managers, and all those people. You do not have to worry about it. If you have work experience as an administrative assistant, then don't worry. You are still eligible to apply for PR, and you can still apply for PR under Express Entry and claim points for your experience as an administrative assistant or many other categories. Of course, I can't name every category right now. This change in occupation requires you to go and update your Express Entry profile. Otherwise, you will not receive an ITA, even if your points or score is higher than the next draw. This is a good news according to me, because there are so many bogus profiles in Express Entry system. So those profiles will be out of the system, which means the count will be less. Therefore, the score will probably drop further or drop more than 2 or 3 points. That's what they have been doing for past few months. And as I was saying, that they have added 16 new profiles. Among these 16 new profiles, the most popular one is truck driver. Yes, now they have included truck driver, and now truck driver is a part of tier 3, which is equal to, let's say, for example, NOC B category in occupation classification system 2016. So biggest truck driver has been moved to tier 3, which means if you have work experience as a truck driver, then you are eligible to apply for PR under express entry. And this is a great news, guys. If you or any of your friends have questions about this new tier system, or if you would like to discuss your chances or get a clarification on somebody else's application, then please feel free to get in touch with us and we will be happy to help. Meanwhile, please make sure to follow us and subscribe our YouTube channel so that we can continue making the videos for you guys. Have a wonderful day.